welcome to Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole and Tutorial Tuesday. Today we are going to make these cute little wreaths. You will need 2 different shades of green yarn, or well, you need 2 colors of yarn for your wreath itself. If you want to use green, that's fine. If you want to use other colors, that's fine. Whatever your color scheme is or theme is for your tree. I'm going to be using this light green today so that it's easier for you to see while I do the video. But you will use 2 different colors for your wreath, and then we're going to have some red yarn to do the bow, or whatever color you want for your bows. And then that'll also be the string that you take and you hang it on your tree. Isn't that cute? So we're going to make these cute little Christmas wreaths for our trees. So I'm going to lay this aside. You're going to need a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a needle for sewing in ends. So let's get everything out of the way. And we are going to start with our yarn for the wreath itself. So you're going to be making 2 curly things. Okay, we're going to start by doing a slip knot. And then you're going to crochet 30 or 31. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 plus 1 where we're going to turn back and go through here. So now you're going to skip the first chain, and in the second chain you're going to do 3 single crochets into the same chain. So 1, 2, 3, and in the next chain 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and I want you to do 3 single crochets in every chain all the way to the end. And I'll meet you at the end, okay? Okay, I've done 3 single crochets in every stitch or every chain across. I have 1 chain left, so I'm going to do 3 single crochets into it. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll chain 1 and cut my yarn. And pull that out. Okay. Now you will do that 2 times with, you can do both the same color or you can do 2 different colors, but you're going to have 2 little curly cues. This one going to get straightened out. Okay, so you have 2 little curly cues, and you're going to hold them together. And you're going to just kind of twist them together. Just kind of let them, twist together. Do it as best you can. I just get kind of discombobulated sometimes, and I don't get it twisted just right. I had to redo it a while ago when I was doing the one, because they just have a mind of their own, these little things. But you just twist them together. So you got like that. And now I'm going to try to tie off and sew in some of these ends, and I'm going to leave 1 for sewing my wreath together as in a circle. So I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to, I left one strand of yarn. I'm going to thread it into my needle. And then I'm going to make sure that I go through both ends over here where we got the two together. You want both ends, go through both of those ends. Then I'm going to go over on this side and make sure I go through both ends over here. I hope you can see this okay. And then I'm going to pull it into a circle. And I'm going to go through my ends again and kind of tie it off. Maybe one more time. And then I'm going to cut my excess yarn. And there we have our wreath. And it'll look a little odd until you get that bow on there, and then it kind of just shapes it out. So I'm going to lay this to the side, and we are going to start on our bow. Okay, again, you can use one color for both strands, or you can use two different colors, because the two different colors kind of make it a little bit more colorful. So whatever colors you want to use, and then whatever color you want your bow to be made out of. I am going to do a red bow again. So I'm going to make a slip knot. And I'm going to chain 11. Let's tighten that up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now in the second chain from the hook, I'm going to do a single crochet. Now I'm going to do a single crochet in the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to do a slip stitch in the next 2. So you go in, wrap your yarn, pull it through the chain, pull it through the loop on your hook. We'll do that one more time. Do it. So you're doing 2 slip stitches right here. That'll leave 4 chains. So you're going to do a single crochet in each of the next 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to turn our work, and in the back loop only, we're going to single crochet the next 4 stitches, back loop only. So we're going to go into this very first one. We're going to do single crochet in the back loop only. 1, back loop only, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to slip stitch back loop only the next 2 stitches. So you kind of have to turn it sideways to see your stitch. So the back loop only, we're going to slip stitch. 1 more, a little bit tight fit there. Slip stitch. That's second stitch, slip stitch. Now back loop only. We've got 4 stitches left. We're going to do a single crochet in the back loop only of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to turn our work. Now, and you can make your bow as big as you want. I'm going to do one more row to make my bow a little bit fuller. But you're just going to repeat that. You're going to do a single crochet in the back loop only of the first 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then slip stitch the back loop only of the next 2. 1, 2, which leaves 4 stitches, so we're going to do a single crochet in the back loop only of the last 4 stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, and find that last stitch. Right there it is. Back loop only. 4. Then we're going to chain 1 and cut our yarn. And then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to sew in these two ends into my bow. So I'll be right back with those sewn in. Okay, there we have our little piece of our bow. And now to make it a bow, I'm going to cut maybe 12 inches of yarn, of the red yarn. I'm going to turn it over to where this is the back of it. Leave enough lengthwise to make my loop to hang it by. And I'm going to take and I'm going to tie it right in the middle. Tie it one more time to make sure it stays. Okay. Okay. So now there's what we got looking like so far. So I'm going to leave that piece up. I'm going to take this piece that I've tied back here and I'm going to wrap it around and make the middle of my bow. And I'm going to tie it back here just to hold it in place. And now I'm going to take the bow and tie it to my wreath. Where I fasten my wreath together is where the bow is going to go. I'll take it and tie it to the wreath. Probably tie it twice, and I did not leave enough yarn, so I'm going to have to make me a little loop to hang by, but that is fine. There's what our little wreath looks like now with our bow. Let's make sure you can adjust it to make sure it's right where you want it. But there's our little bow. Isn't it cute? So I'm going to take just another little bit of yarn. go back here and attach it. Okay, I'm going to attach that back behind my bow, and I'm going to take it and knot it right here so that it makes a loop. Maybe cut off those little excess ends. And then to fix it, and there's our little loop for hanging it on the tree. There's our little wreath with the bows. And see, you can make different colors, you could do all one color, your 2 different strands here, or you could do each strand a different color and do your bows whatever color you want. And there you have little wreaths to hang on your Christmas tree. And you can make as many as you want. These would also be cute to add as a little thing on your presents, just kind of attach it to where the bow's at, and you're giving a little Christmas ornament with your gift. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and we will talk to you later in Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. Bye for now.